NERDSoul.
Yeah, late ill kid at when y'all still holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd. So, what is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, you best believe it, Nerd Soul Gaming, and we got some hot news on these streets, some hot drama. But I'm not by myself. I am with the man with the most wins, period, in DNF duel. I ain't want to hear no kind of disputes. I got open mind on the line. What's up?
What's up, Nerd Soul family? New Year. Hope y'all feeling
Man,
good.
man, look, we starting off the new year. Well, I mean, hey, I'm fine. I ain't did nothing. All right. But we here to talk about your boy NYC Furby, aka Arturo. Or maybe I should say it the other way around, but there's been a little bit of bubbling up. Because Matcherino, I'm sure if you hear, you know the deal, but I'll give you a real quick. Matcherino is a company that allows you to crowd fund different pots and events for prize takeaways for tournaments. So just so you know, it's kind of crowdfunding. You put your money in, and the person in the pot gets the money for the tournament that they're fighting in, whether it's whatever it is, shooting, fighting, whatever. As long as it's crowdfunded, they can do it. Sometimes there's a lot of money involved. All right, there's dollars flowing, and there was somebody that was working for Matcherino, and money got a little funny. All right, so
Right.
um, Matcherino put out this tweet that said, one of our community representatives, Arturo, aka NYC Furby, has broken our TOS and betrayed the trust of players by mishandling prize pool funds, aka stealing. They were they are no longer associated with Matcherino and will not be allowed to organize events on Matcherino in the future. We have paid out the players affected, and we hope Arturo takes the appropriate steps to address what happened with the players and organizers that he worked with. Now, when that happened, yo, I saw was it the boy, the button check, saw the button check. He did a video. Then you had other people doing videos. The folks was like, yo man, what's going on? I don't know. Even Bum 163 was like, can we please not rush into this? And I'm like, bruh, come on, man. I mean, I know I ain't trying to say he guilty, but when someone says you've been mismanaging funds, that's the nice, that's the Chad corporate way of saying he was stealing. But now,
Fact.
so
That's just what it
so
is. That's just
like
what it is, man.
homie was stealing. So, but he was like, I do work for Matcherino, but maybe there's a big misunderstanding. But hey, we was like, all right, word. So then Art comes through and he makes some statement like, um he makes a statement, and the number one thing, the very first thing he says, because it's numbered, I think 1 through 3. Number one says Matcherino has been paid back in full. First thing, why was there something gone to be paid back? See,
Right.
let me stop right there. See, there shouldn't have been
Right.
nothing gone to be
Right.
paid back. So your butt was stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now cool, we know he's stealing, right? So all right, cool. Brother stole. Then he tried to like blame it on his dad's death, or dad almost being near death. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Because if that was the case, you would have just taken time off. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You stole money. Anyway, bottom line is that comes out. So then what's crazy is people start, everybody speculating. Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Then your boy Hollywood Rob. Shout out to Rob. You know what I'm saying? Rob
Yeah,
out
because
there
that's
in
the
LA.
stream I watched. Rob was trying. I listened to Rob voice. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was
No,
listening to
you
Rob
good.
voice. He was really trying to save him. And dude just kept burying himself. But go ahead.
Yo, no, let's just laugh for a second on that one. Homie, yo, Rob was trying so hard
He was trying,
to
man.
help this
Shout out to
man.
Rob TV, bro. Shout out to Rob TV. He
Yo,
was trying
Rob,
to like, you know your homeboy wrong, and you try to just
you
protect him,
try to hold him down,
but he just continued to just make it just worse. It's like so. Even
man.
though we see Rob's intentions, but Rob, you gonna have to let him fall, fam. That's what he.
Rob, you gotta let him go, son. You gotta let Rob threw this man a rope, a
Of
lifeboat.
life raft,
He threw him
of
them little
a boat.
floaties that you put on your arms. He
He
threw
threw
him
him a
all.
whole yacht. He threw him a whole cruise ship and he sunk the cruise ship, fam. That's just how.
Yo.
There's no way you could drown and you
So
still somehow drown.
so Arturo straight up. straight up was like, oh, I could show you, but I'm gonna show you off stream. So he like, all right, word. Show me so I can see it, and now tell them, yo, this is the real. And he was like, well, I got something to do. How you got something to do when you plan to do this stream, man? You lying. So anyway, dude been stealing. Not only has he been stealing, he been stealing from all these pro players that's trying to back him up. Ain't that funny? Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. You steal money from me, I ain't got your back. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna just keep.
I mean, that's a wrap. We done after that.
We finished.
Have a nice life after that.
Yeah, we finished.
Because it shouldn't be no. I'll never do that again. You should have never did that.
Thank you.
Like to me, like not I'm saying everybody make mistakes, but there's certain lines you just don't cross, man.
Yeah,
like,
and it's not a mistake.
I have to ask you not to do that to me. Like,
yeah, it's not a mistake. You made a direct decision.
That was a decision, man.
It's not a mistake. People are like, you mismanaged funds. No, mismanaged funds is like you take money and you put it in petty cash instead of accounts receivable or something. That's mismanaging funds. You stole money, all right? You stole money. Just be real. Be real with your boy. We all adults or pretend to be adults. Just keep real. You're stealing. So the dude stealing, you got everybody trying to hold him down. You got Button Check trying to be nice, Hollywood Rob trying to be nice. I'm watching these streams and videos like this dude stole money. What's the big deal? Like, let's just say he stole. Let's be done with him. Kick him out the scene and just not deal with him no more. But everybody trying to help him. So now here comes the community side. Where the community, man, look, open mind is the best one to talk about this community, especially with the tournament stuff, because all we hear from people all the time is you gotta go to tournaments, you gotta do tournaments. If you won't be part of a tournament, then you ain't even really proving yourself. And now seems the people that's proving themselves is getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? People been, matter of fact, Hollywood Rob just did a stream, right around a week or two after Evo, talking about people ain't getting no money. Maybe this type of stuff is why people ain't getting no money in FGC, because you got folks straight up stealing from the community. Now, I know what you're going to do, especially if you don't know NERDSoul. You're going to be like, yo, man, this dude, he a hater. You know what I'm saying? NERDSoul is a straight up hater. All he do is come in here and be like, oh, he don't know Arturo like that. No, I don't know Arturo like that. I know thieves like that. I know people that steal. If you lie, you steal. If you steal, you kill. All right? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is like, look, you ain't got to know this man's full story. I don't want to hear this stuff. Like in his second part, Arturo was like, payments were late to the players. First thing, okay, hold on. Were the payments late or were the payments taken? Because you said Matcherino has been paid back in full. So either A, your butt is lying, talking about they were paid late, so you didn't have to pay them back. They were just paid late. Or did you take the money? Then he says payments were paid late to the players since I'm busy with real life stuff. Oh Lord, now here we go. Now we got to hear about, oh, I was dealing with real life. Oh, this is fake life. Oh, but it was real money you took, right? Anyway,
this is fake life.
so he said, this past month, my father has been near death. Yo, I feel bad about that, but I bet you your daddy won't steal no money. All right, which is why I haven't streamed and been on the grid. What the heck? I don't care about you streaming or money. I care about the revenue streams that's supposed to be in players' pockets instead of yours. You know what I'm saying?
Because they won that money. They earned that money.
Thank you. They earned that.
That's not super chat money.
Thank you. This ain't no community pot. But he said Matcherino will confirm at a later date, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, that everything is paid back in full. First thing, your second point and your first point don't match. Either A, the payments were just late, or B, you had to pay somebody back because you took it. See, when you give something back, that means you had it. See, I don't know if you know how that works. Yeah,
that's just straight facts, man. That's not even opinion, man. That is just 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this man talking about?
The dry dirt is now wet dirt. It's mud. Like some things
What is this
are
man
in your
doing?
face self-explanatory. You don't even need to know backstory. You just the conclusion tell you what happened up until the point. Sometimes the conclusion of a situation tell you what happened without asking no questions. In conclusion, he gave the bunny back. Well, he must have had it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You can't get something back that you ain't got. So yeah.
And then Tiger Zord, I'm sorry, or Tiger Zord said, I plan on going back through every Matcherino I've donated to since March 2020 that Arturo Sanchez was involved in. And if he is the person getting paid and not the players, I will be contacting law enforcement to see what options I have. This is fraud on a huge scale. Thank you. One person breaks down like, yo, hold on, this is a crime. Because even Matcherino wasn't treating it like a crime. Matcherino was treating it like Arturo stepped on their shoes or something like that. It's like, nah, bruh, this is a crime. He needs to be prosecuted. See, that's he has wronged not only the company, but also multiple individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? This man, like what? Come on, what are we doing here? So anyway, back to the whole thing with the community on open mind side. Please drop knowledge on them. Speak to the community, my brother.
Well, I mean, it's a few things I want to address. But before I start, I jump on the community part. I want to continue just a little continuation with the Arturo situation, right?
All right, all
And
right.
and I'm gonna say this. This is please don't take this as me taking up for Arturo at all.
Nah,
By no means am I taking up for him and what I'm about to say. I listened to what he said. His little attempt of an explanation. It was pathetic, but he tried, right? But I'm not. But I'm analyzing what he said, and I'm also gonna kind of hold Matcherino accountable. Is Matcherino, am I saying it right? Hold him accountable as well as Arturo. He said something to the effect of, "I was working for free." Right? A lot of people miss that. Now that is not their fault. That's his fault. But it's a truth. He did say, "I was working for free." So now
word.
doesn't give you the right to steal
Nope.
because you're working for free. Does not give you the right to do that at all. By no means be should you feel as though, well, since they're not going to pay me, I'm going to teach them a lesson, right? But I'm saying at the same time, him not making money, not
Oh, hold up. I think we lost open mind for a second. But yeah, I'll jump on real quick. The point of him not making money, okay, cool. But if you have an issue with not making money, you know good and well you can either A, go in there and say, hey guys, I know I've been doing a lot of this stuff for free, but it's high time I get paid because there's a lot of money flowing around and I need some money for my time, for my services, for my skills, for my abilities, for my, you know, specific talents or whatever it is. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they'd understand. Or if they didn't understand, they'd be like, yo, look, we ain't got no money for you, or we don't want to pay you, or you too expensive. And they would have just got rid of them. And I'm even cool with that too. But don't be coming up in this joint like, yo, I was working for free. So, you know what I'm saying? I just took what I thought was mine. No, we don't work like that. You don't take what you thought was yours. You know what I'm saying? So, Tiger Zord says, so far we have seen proof at NYC Furby, of course, Arturo, has been paying himself out in tournaments he didn't even play in, dating back to 2018. A thorough audit needs to be done. So I don't know if y'all can count, but I'm going to give it a shot. You got 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and we just started 23. Now, I'm not gonna count 23 because we just put our baby toe into 23. We ain't do a whole 23 yet. We just tiptoed into 23. But that's still 5 years of stealing, bruh. That's 5 years. Like I want you to think about this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You over there chilling, digging it, got your feet up, You know what I'm saying? Listening to the Nerd Soul stream if you got this far in, because if you love Arturo and Arturo can't do nothing wrong, you already left. You ain't. I'm speaking to somebody who ain't even really here, but you got your feet up. You're like, man, I want to hear about this Arturo mess. Oh, this some real fire. Why in 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 God's name would this man not say anything for 5 whole years? If if the situation is like he's not getting paid and he's not happy about it, you know what I'm saying? Say he's not getting paid, he's like, yo, I ain't feeling it, I ain't happy about it. Well, why not say something? Because it doesn't even seem like you saying anything no more. You just like, yo, I'm gonna just take this. And if that's the case, bruh, what you think gonna happen? Now, back to Arturo's original statement, he said this has been a massive misunderstanding. Massive misunderstanding. Say it one more time. Massive misunderstanding. And I have been at the hospital all day. Stop trying to look. Stop trying to use your daddy to block the fire that's coming your way. You deserve all this fire. So I have not checked Twitter. I will say more details at a later date. Now, this is before the Hollywood Rob joint. So he get on with Rob TV, and Rob is like, all right, cool. Now it's a later date, man. What are the details? And all of a sudden, he don't know no details. He don't know, JoJo don't know nothing. I talking about appreciate everyone who has not jumped the gun. And I look forward to making a statement with receipts later. This dude ain't had no receipts yet. And it's been what, about a week now? Well, nah, that ain't been not a full week. It's been like I say it's been like a half a week, 30, 62% of a week, but he's had enough time to drop receipts. He had Hollywood Rob's whole stream to drop receipts and then did nothing. Bruh, come on. Can we just all get together and say, hey, we're finished with this guy. He's done. We don't want him around no more. He's whack. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to allow, he's, I don't know, canceled, whatever y'all want to do with him. But can we all be honest with ourselves? Like, can we just be honest with ourselves? Because some of this, some of y'all getting silly these days. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all don't want to look. If Arturo is your fave, I get it. But if he wrong, man, and he gotta go. Like, come on, man. He gotta go. It, there's no reason to try to hold on to someone like this in the community if this person is going to make the community worse off than when he came. But we do got Open Mind coming back in a second. But
So
it's just
I don't know where I got cut off at. So you gotta let me know because I was talking. I don't know when the thing shut off.
yeah, you were getting into basically the community aspect of it, talking about how what I'm saying, you don't want to start off looking like you're defending Arturo, but you wanted to drop a certain point.
So that was the last thing you heard me say?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So much. Oh my God. Okay. So I gotta start all over. Okay, so I'm sorry, yo. I was sitting here going in, fam, and you ain't heard nothing I said because the thing cut off. All right, so if the last thing you heard me say was I didn't want to sound like I'm offending Arturo, that means I can completely start over and say it better anyway, because I probably should have said it better anyway. Here's my opportunity to say it better, right? So now, to speak to that, this isn't me defending him. If you go back and listen to the interview with him and Rob TV, you know what I'm saying? He kind of mentioned something to the effect of, I'm not making any money. Did you hear that part?
Yeah.
Right? Something to the effect of, I'm not making no money. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand. Now, he didn't say it to justify taking money. He just wanted to throw that out there. Right? He just threw that out there. Y'all understand that, we don't make no money in these things. I don't know why we needed to know that, but he wanted us to know that.
Well, so he wanted us to know he wanted to try to use it as like a slight defense. Like not a full defense, but like a slight defense. Like, oh man, he didn't get money.
Yeah, and so let's grab that. So here's what I'm really doing here is I'm holding Matcherino accountable in a sense. This isn't to justify taking money at all, right? This is just saying Rob TV in the past has said that, pro gamers don't make no money. Remember that?
True that.
Like,
Yep.
I'm saying, like, the reason why he don't pro game no more or even do the tournament stuff, the Evos and the CPTs, because there's no money in it, right? He
Yep.
kind of hinted that. So, but they always generalize it when they say it. They don't give any context. Well, this Arturo situation is the best context you can have as to what pro players mean when they say there's no money in these tournaments. So how am I holding Matcherino accountable? Well, it's not so much as Matcherino, it's all of them. This is that it goes back to what Rob TV said in some many moons ago interview. He said these companies don't take us seriously. This is why I went to the event to remember he went to the Hollywood Rob event and they took the pictures and he was famous. Remember that?
Yep.
Okay, what he was trying to tell us was like, I'm not turning my back on the FGC. I'm just expanding my life because these people don't take us seriously. Yeah, you're a gamer,
Mm-hmm.
but you're just a gamer at the end of the day. Nobody cares. Nobody feels as though that's money that they need to spend, right? So they're going to continue to treat you like a gamer, like you don't matter. They're not taking you seriously. So they're not going to give you any money significantly, right? So with all of that said, with that type of corporate mindset, like how these rich people these companies who actually sponsor this stuff, who actually got the money, if they're already dismissing you with the way they pay you, because the way somebody pay you lets you know how they feel about you, right? The way you're
True that.
paid, the way a company pays you determines how they feel about you, right? A sponsor, whatever it is. So the argument at me is you're not the number one hitman because you haven't won any majors or any locals or any type of organized tournament event for us to take you seriously as a number one worldwide, whatever, how they came at me.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Let's use Arturo and Matcherino for example. You we everybody has internet access that connects us to everybody. We're all connected to each other without a tournament event. And it's as long as you have internet access, I can just log into my account, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it is, and just fight you, whoever you are, right? So why do I need to spend the money, the admin fee, traveling to go to a hotel to show up in
Mm-hmm.
your physical face? Why do all that, or to get treated like Matcherino and not pay me and do all this hard work for this tournament planning event and not make any money doing this stuff? And
Oh
when
shit!
I'm sorry, hold on, almost bad. Hold
Yo, open minds line always be fire, y'all.
on. I'm driving and somebody just almost hit me. So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so I'm saying back. Why spend all this money trying to prove to a bunch of people or the world that you're the best in the world by going physically to these events to get robbed of your money, robbed of your time, possibly not paid? You got people in the event planner stealing money like Arturo. Then you got the
Mm-hmm.
people, then you got the company themselves, the event planners that don't want to pay nobody anyway as it is, right? So at the end of the
True
day,
that.
it's like, yeah, so at the end of the day, it's like, it's a turn off for a gamer like myself and most of everybody. This is why you only see a small handful of people at these tournaments, because the majority of us don't want the headache of all that. People's personal
Yeah.
lives are not all set up to do all this. And then you got this that happens with Arturo. It's like, yo, like, we already don't want to do this. It's not a fear of losing or fear of not wanting to fight a certain player or fear
Yeah.
of skill. It has nothing to do with the game at all. Not wanting to join a tournament, major, Capcom Cup, DNF Duel, whatever major event, not wanting to travel to these places to be a part of these things has nothing to do with the game itself. It has everything to do with administrative and politics. It's nothing to do with your skill as pressing those buttons, and it has everything to do with the politics, the setup, and the inconvenience of the time that you got to put aside, the sacrifices you got to make just to play the game that you have, that you own, that you can on your account, to prove to a bunch of people in the FGC that you are legitimate. Because why
Mm-hmm.
else is anybody joining a tournament if not to prove themselves? To who cares? Who are you proving yourself to? Why did you, whoever you are, even join the tournament for the said game? Doesn't matter the game, because I'm speaking in general right now. Not Street Fighter, not DNF, not MK, not Tekken, just in general. There is a tournament major for all of the respective games with a prize pot and pro players and all that stuff. Why do y'all even do it if you don't do it to get other people's praise for you? The praise of the world. This such and such is the best in the world at this game, at that game,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
True
You
that.
want that. You want to hear that. You want people to put you in that category. And the only way to get legitimized, according to the air quote FGC, is you got to attend these major events, these Matcherinos and these Capcom Cups and all these
That people
places
is
that
stealing
don't
from you
want to
from.
pay nobody. Right. So I'm
They don't want
saying,
to pay nobody, and they
I'm,
stealing.
I'm
They
saying that.
stealing
So
and not paying.
so the nucleus of all of that you plan, it has to stem from you putting yourself through a mental headache that has nothing to do with the game. How much practice do you have dealing with administrative corporate stuff, politics stuff? Who's teaching you that? There's no combo. There's no ultra combo for dealing with paperwork.
Nah,
There's
there
no
ain't no.
ultra combo or no 2A or 2B combo setup. You know how to the lingo. You can't use those gaming terms when you're dealing with corporations and money. So who teaches you how to play that game? Because that's a different game. There's the game that you come into play in a tournament. And then there's this other game, mind game, that they're playing with you. Just the tournament advisors or the people who are in.
Oh, all right, you breaking up. You breaking up some. But there is.
What about now?
All right, cool. You good. You good.
So I'm saying you got all these different human beings who dictate and determine whether or not you get to play the game itself.
Yeah.
To then finally play, maybe you place fifth, maybe you even win, maybe you win, and then all of that, and you still don't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because of
so and
Arturo or
so
some other Arturo.
So then I asked the rhetorical question because I know your conversation gonna get lit up because it's me. I'm number one hitman, and they don't want me to
No,
talk, right?
you
But
ain't
let me.
just number one hitman. You're the number one winner in
Yeah, I got
DNF
all the
duel.
wins. Yeah, I
You
got
got
the
all the
most wins.
wins.
Period. And we gonna keep doing that because I can't join your little tournament. So since I don't have the time and the money to travel, I'm gonna keep beating y'all up online, and I'm gonna just stay up on top, and that's the time I'm gonna do it. That's the time I'm gonna put in a DNF duel. Y'all hate it? Oh well. The more you hate it, the more I'm gonna win. The more I'm gonna stay at the spot I'm in. But anyway, back to what I'm
Hmm.
saying. Uh, at the end of the day, I lost my train of thought. At the end of the day, you go through all of that stuff we just went over, and you don't get paid. You got a situation like Arturo still in the money. So in that moment, I asked this rhetorical question to the people: who is that person that went to that tournament that was affected by this? Do you really care about being the best in the world in that spot, in that moment, or do you just want your money?
Yeah.
Do you care if people say, yo, that was a dope combo, man? That was a dope win, man. You dope. You the best in the world. Do you care to get those comments from people,
Because
those
uh
accolades, or do you just want your money that you came there to win?
thank you. Because
Because even you don't care about being the best in the world in that moment if somebody robbed you. But at the end of the day, I'm going to pass the mic in a minute. At the end of the day, I'm going to land my plane. On your online progress does matter. And I say that because if you playing online against people for the fun on your couch, that does count for skill and count for experience and count for whatever else people want to discredit you for, because you do not have to spend and put yourself through that mental headache of traveling out of your state, out of your city, or even rearranging your life schedule to go physically sit in somebody's physical presence to play the game that you got rollback netcode on. I'm talking about rollback, almost no lag. There's no reason for me to get on the plane and fly nowhere. But if y'all still want to stay stuck in the past in your mindset and say, well, nothing you do online matters unless you physically show up to this, or if you can show and prove that you've won a tournament. Tournaments are a luxury. right? It's a luxury to even
True.
enter a tournament because you gotta have the time to do it, and you can't always just have that time to be present at that tournament because those tournament times be janky. Some of these ESL tournaments be at 5 p.m. in the daytime on PlayStation. I'm at work at 5 p.m. I can't be at the house and play the game at 5 p.m. on ESL on my PlayStation and just be present.
And
I'm at work,
all
man.
the
I can't
ESL
do it.
cheating that goes on.
All the cheating that goes on. This before we even get into the.
So it's like it's crazy just in that sense alone. And to think that even while you were gone, to think that we have an issue of like massive fraud. And Tiger Zord said, so far we've seen proof that NYC Furby has been paying himself out in tournaments he didn't even play in, dating back to 2018. That's 5 years now. Bruh. That's how many players? How many players have been stiffed? How many?
Ain't no telling. Ain't no
Man, that's
telling.
real. How many players have been stiffed? Over 5 years? Come on, man. And like we sitting up here acting like, oh well, it's all good because it's NYC Furby, he's my boy. I'm not gotta do anything. Dude, this is a cancer. Gotta cut this fool out. But nobody want to say nothing. And then
Right.
if I say something, I'm a hater because
You hate, yeah.
I'm not rich or I haven't beat I don't know Daigo or Punk or I don't know LTG or I haven't beat whoever it is. Since I haven't beat them or I'm not rich or I'm not famous, then I'm somehow a hater. But I guess you aren't because you like people that steal from the community that you say you want to grow.